So I'm going to say something that may be a bit triggering for some people. And so I'm taking this moment to invite you to use your own discernment. If you're in a place in your healing process where you feel a bit wobbly, uh, then I would maybe scroll past or just save this video for later for when you're feeling less wobbly. um, but yeah, use your own discernment. If you have anxiety or depression or any PTSD or any of those going on for you, yeah, just maybe save this for later. But anyways, this message is coming from someone who has been a abuse survivor. And what, geez, why is my words jumbling around already? I dealt with complex PTSD, all of that stuff for a really long time, and I'm now feeling in a much better place for it. But there was something that came through for me sort of recently that I wanted to share with anybody else who has gone through a traumatic experience, specifically with an abuser of some sorts, or maybe were assaulted or something along those lines. And it's okay to have fond memories of your abuser or of the person who assaulted you. I think I can feel myself get shaky already just saying this. I'm speaking from my own experience. That's the only thing I'm an expert on, is my own experience. So if this if this doesn't resonate with you, you can just toss it. Okay, I will not be offended. Nor does that even matter. But anyways, you can have fond memories of your abuser, especially if the abuse lasted for an extended period of time. I can't speak for everybody else's situation, but it wasn't like a constant state of abuse. There was obviously periods throughout the day where like other people were around, so it's like you know different times where the energy of the situation or the activities of the situation weren't where I was in physical danger. So not all experiences with that person were quote unquote bad, you know. I have, for example, a memory of we had a hot tub in our backyard, and I remember they taught me how to hold my breath for a longer period of time, and that's still a technique or a skill that I use to this day. So it can be something super simple, and the reason why I say this is that after the abuse had ended, after he was put away, there was obviously a lot of very apparent in my face sympathy, and like a lot of like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like all of that stuff, which is all super nice and stuff. But when you're kind of being bombarded with that from everyone around you, plus therapy, plus what you see online, like everything, it really paints the picture of like how that entire period of time was like bad. And I'm not saying that that's not entirely false. I mean, it was definitely not my preferred period of time, but when, because my abuse lasted 7 years, so it's like when that big of a chunk of your life is painted as bad, it's like almost where you feel like you're not allowed to um I'm trying to find the words. um like look for good feelings, because it's like, there's plenty of bad feelings, there's plenty of bad memories and all of that, but it's like if you're feeling like you're not even allowed to look for like the good ones. And it's not necessarily allowed to, it's just uh like nobody is telling you to don't feel good. Like nobody's actually saying that. It's just um I don't know. I get, maybe that this experience is just personal to me, but um I would I just remember like when I would be reminded of a memory that involved that person, and it wasn't, it may be like a neutral memory, not good or bad, it's just whatever, or maybe a slightly good one, whatever it was. It's like whatever memory I had, I felt immediately ashamed or like bad about it. And uh, I just don't feel like that's the place to be either. I mean, it's not that I'm like condoning um, the abuse or whatever, the mistreatment. It's just I just don't think that it's healthy to um, shame yourself for having memories that aren't bad, and for actually like sharing those, or um, letting yourself feel okay about it. That's another thing that I feel is big, is like, if you've been through any type of trauma or abuse or whatever it is, it's like you have to die on the hill that um your abuser or whatever is like the worst person alive, the like living Satan or whatever, and um I've done a lot of healing, so this is just me, but I don't feel that way anymore. I don't have that strong uh hatred and sense of betrayal and whatever, like all of those things. I don't have that, and um that does make the limited memories I have of my younger years um feel lighter now that kinder I have kinder eyes. I have a kinder perspective on the things, and I wanted to share this with you guys because if you're someone who has felt something similar or the same thing, where you just feel so ashamed whenever you um, have these memories or whatever, Like, it's okay. It's okay to feel neutral about it. It's okay to have a fond memory, you know? Um, doesn't make you a victim, any more of a victim, or any less of a person, or um, someone who's who's falling to the trap of blah blah blah, you know? Like, you just have the memory, you know? And the meaning you attach to it is all within your own power. And it's nobody else's business on what that means to you or for you. You know, like, that is your power, your choice. So, anyways, I hope all of that made sense. Um, and I hope this was uplifting to someone. So, bye. Love you guys.